Welcome back to Sunday League football, and after Wednesday's cup final, which you can see right here, we now turn our attentions back to the league as we face up to Thames Gateway. I've lost count how many times we've played this team, but it's always a close affair. Better known as the kids, they're quicker and fitter, but they're growing up now, so they're getting a little bit stronger. Unfortunately, fashion sense isn't on point.
You serious?
I think he is. Marks out of 10 for this outfit. So today it's a bit of a rejig, a couple of injuries, a couple of no-shows, and a couple of hobos. Let's find out who's going to be starting today. In between the sticks today, as usual, we've got Sean back three, we've got Super Dan, Coxie and Aaron. Left wing back, we've got Knowlesy. Right wing back, we've got Tony. Rick and Liam are in the middle. Just ahead of them, we've got Connor. And then up top for today, we've got Nick and Too Good. As for the subs, it's any 3 from 4, including Wayne, Scottish, Graham and Tomo. So obviously no captain today, and Jamie, I'm told he's in Mexico. Sam's on a stag do. Kev's babysitting. No Luke today, he's injured. Kieran just hasn't woken up, and Mike probably the same, or he might be at work. Now the majority of these guys usually start the games, so we're going to need the rest of the squad to pull through today and get the result that we need. Both teams look ready to go, including Jimmy Bullard here, so let's do this. And so first action of the game is on the halfway line here with number 14 as he gets sandwiched in between Knowlesy and Liam. That's a free kick to our opponents. That free kick is launched towards this near side where Jimmy Bullard is. Great chest to get it under control, and an equally good cross with the left there to fizz it in, but that's just over 12's head. Number 14 on that far side does well to keep it in as he gets it past Knowlesy there, makes his way into the box, looks up and puts it in there, but Coxie blocks that one. It falls back to number 14 who's under pressure from Knowlesy, cuts it back for number 12 who shoots, but that heads wide of the post. Lively start from our opponents. Knowlesy now with a throw over the far side into Connor. Little shove in the back, ref's not happy with that, and that's a free kick. It's not the best delivery from Connor there, but he does get a second bite of the cherry as it's cleared, picked up by Dan and given back to him. It's a first time looping ball over the back line there as Rick looks to be in on goal. Goes over though, unchallenged, and that's a worrying sign. Certainly no snipers on duty today, and he does look in some discomfort. That's then followed by that worrying signal from the ref to get on the field and help him out. The Cavalry's arrived. We soon get him up and start bending his leg left, right and centre. No, definitely not broken. He's then carried off and Nick asks if he can carry on. I think that's a no. It's time to replace him with Tomo. Now Rick's actually going to go away for the next game, so he's going to miss it anyway. He's also banned from his cup final heroics, but now he's also injured. He's pretty much ticked every single box as a reason to not be there. But either way, it's a massive blow and we hope he recovers soon. And so we carry on with the game, and it's a big kick towards the halfway line from the keeper. Tomo's first job is to win this header. Well done that man. Nick then picks up the loose ball from number 3's header there and puts it over the top for Connor. As he makes his way into the box, he's under pressure from number 3 who's very quick, but he still gets the shot in with the left there. Keeper makes a save and then that's cleared. Here we come again now with a ball over the top from Liam. Nick actually does his man for pace for once, but this guy's in the way as Nick puts it into the box. Thames failed to deal with it and the loose ball's hit first time by Knowlesy. So Knowlesy on the score sheet again. I know you guys are happy about that. Something else you might be happy about is he actually got a haircut following this game. 1-0 to Palmer's FC. Kickoff. But we are straight on the back foot here as Jimmy Bullard looks to play it up to number 12, but Liam gets the interception there. 45 then picks up the loose ball, goes round Aaron on the outside and does him for strength as well. He does get the tackle in though, but that's a through ball for number 12 who's in on goal. Fires it, but Sean makes a great save with his feet. 45's there with the diving header, but that goes out for a goal kick. Here comes Thames again now as number 3 plays the ball over the halfway line up to number 12. It gets beyond Coxie there. 12 does well to hold him off, but Coxie's back with a tackle and puts that one out for a corner. The corner's whipped in by Jimmy Bullard, cleared by the head of Tomo here, but only as far as 21 who sends it back in. Well, kind of. That's then cleared by Coxie and we're on our way. The pressure continues from Thames here as we fail to deal with this clearance here. It's picked up by number 14 who completely slices it, but it's actually a good through ball to number 12 who gets past Dan there. Gets past Sean, but luckily Aaron's there to clear that one off of the line. How many times do you see them sliced into the roof of the net? Well done that man. Now it's time for a little bit of Sunday League keepy-ups. Both teams are going to work together on this one as Tomo starts things off. Over to 23 who puts it in the air over the halfway line to Tony who sticks it straight back. 23 puts it over again. Now Tomo's getting involved with his head. Up to Connor with his head. Up to 18 who sticks it in the air for good measure. Good lad. And when that does eventually fall down, it falls to Nick who gives it back to 18 with his head. He nods it down for 23 who keeps it alive, and then there's Nick with a volley, and he's completely spoilt things here. I think that could have gone on for a hell of a lot longer. The only way I would have been happy is if it sailed top corner, but it didn't. So it's a combined score of 11 and we move on with the game. And so Thames come forward as they make their way over the halfway line with 45. He puts it through for number 12. Dan's got a struggle to get back here, but he makes a fantastic tackle. Last ditch, and Sean's off his line to collect easily. Super Dan. Time for a bit of pressure of our own as Nick and Knowlesy win the ball in the middle there. Nick plays it up to Connor. Tony's on the overlap here as he brings it forward. He looks to get it in there, but Jimmy Bullard gets back to stick a foot in there and that goes out for a corner. And so it's Knowlesy to whip this one into the box. He's headed away by the Thames defender. Up to Jimmy Bullard who clears it even further up to number 9 on that far side. Not enough pressure from Liam here in the midfield as 9's allowed to put the ball over the top towards number 12. Aaron then fails to deal with that header there as Sean's in no man's land as 12 easily goes around him. He gets the shot in there, goes through the legs of Dan, and that's in the back of the net. 1-1. A very disappointing way to concede a goal, especially from our corner. We had chances to deal with it, we didn't, and we paid the price. Kick off. Time to try and get back in front now as Connor plays the ball forward to Nick. Got a bit of pressure from number 3 here as he cuts inside, makes his way towards the edge of the box. He fires it with the right, but that goes past the post. More chances now as this misplaced pass reaches Nosey. He gets it onto his favoured left foot, fires it, but the keeper eventually deals with it. Chance for Thames over that far side now as 14 plays it past Nosey up to number 9. He breezes past Liam, gets past Coxey as well, cuts it back for 23. He shoots, but Sean's there to make a great save with his feet. Meanwhile, up the other end, it's number 18 that's under pressure from Too Good. He looks to clear it, but Too Good gets it back, cuts inside of 23 here, plays it inside to Liam. Liam then gives the ball to Connor, who plays it up to Too Good first time. He's in on goal here as he gets the shot in, but the keeper makes a save. The rebound's there for Liam as he looks to lob the keeper. He does that, but number 3's there to clear it off the line. More pressure now as Tony throws the ball into the box towards Nick. He lets it roll, fires it with the left, but that hits the side netting. Unlucky. Nick involved again now as Aaron throws the ball up the line, but he decides to flick it off the field for a throw into our opponents.
Wrong way.
Wrong way indeed as number 9 picks up the ball in our half. He fires it with the left from distance, but that's not troubling Sean. Here they come again now with Jimmy Bullard as he shrugs off Tony as he makes his way towards the edge of the box. He puts it across with the left. It comes off of the back of Coxey's heel. Number 12's there to lay it off for number 3, who hits it first time with the right. Coxey's there to block that one and send it out for a corner. Jimmy Bullard sends the ball into the box. Number 23 gets the head in. Nosey clears it off the line, but that's only as far as number 12. He then lays it off for number 21, who shoots first time. It's deflected, falls to 45, who's outstretched and sends that one over the bar. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the half. We've got a lot of work to do if we're going to go on and win this one. But in the meantime, it's time for a fans feature. Introducing Hanika. She's currently the under-12s captain of Tottenham Girls and she's rocking the Palmers FC shirt in style. If nobody's going to grab any goals this half, we might have to think about signing her up. But anyway, it's time to crack on with the second half, complete with a bus on a Sunday. Quick substitution at half-time. Tony's off, Scottish is on. Let's do this. Kick off. And so first action of the half is with Coxey as he sends it up the field. Number 3 at the back misses it as Nick makes his way in on goal. He heads it on for Connor here, who makes his way into the box. Number 3's on him though, puts the slide tackle in, wins the ball. Great tackle, that's a corner. The corner's whipped in by Connor, headed away by 23, who's won a lot in the air today considering his height. Scottish picks up the ball there, fires it straight back, but that's no trouble for the keeper. Keeper kicks that one up towards the halfway line. On the end of it is number 14, who nods on for number 12 here. He picks it up as he cuts inside of Dan, makes his way towards the edge of the box, fires it with the left, but Sean's there to collect easily. 14 now in the midfield, knocking it back to number 23, who puts it over the halfway line up to Jimmy Bullard. He sends it over the top to number 12, who's free. It's a combination of not actually getting back and playing the offside trap, which has got us here, and now it's 2-1 to Thames Gateway. I say it to the lads every week, don't play the offside trap, deal with your man and get rid of it. Let's see what Andrew behind the camera thinks.
There you go. Going over.
Game over, says Andrew. How about 30 seconds later?
Oh, no, boys, going over, yeah, is it?
Contradictive, but yet very positive from Andrew. We like it. Kick off. And from kick off, it's Coxey that wins the ball from number 9. Plays it up to Connor. Connor spots the run from Nick here, and it's not a bad ball either as he tries to get on the end of it. Keeper slow off the line, but he gets a touch and sends it away. Throwing now from Scottish into Nick as he goes one way, then the other to get away from 21. He sends it into the box. That's cleared. And as you can see here, there's no midfield whatsoever. I don't know why 9's got so much space in the middle there, but he plays it on the outside to number 11, Jimmy Bullard. Can't see anything, Andrew. That's better. Jimmy Bullard is racing clear, but Coxey does well to get back to send that one out for a corner. So that's Jimmy that whips this one into the box. He's headed on to number 45 for a free header. He's literally queuing up to stick that into the back of the net. Not one player picked him up, and we've only got ourselves to blame. Kick off. Here's Nosey now taking the ball over the halfway line, playing it up to Connor, who's got a bit of space to run into here. He looks to get the cross in there, but 18 does well to block that one, and that goes out for a corner. Once again, the ball's whipped in. Once again, the smallest player on the field clears it. And once again, Scottish is there to send it straight back. Wasteful. Goal kick. Time for another sub. Connor's had enough and is replaced by Graham. Here's Tomo now bringing the ball forward as he plays it up to Nick. Nick cuts inside of his man and then dinks it over the top for Too Good. And it's a good ball as well as Too Good makes his way in on goal, lobs the keeper but also lobs the bar as well. Unlucky. Here's Dan now taking it past Jimmy Bullard and making his way towards the halfway line. He plays it up towards Nick. Can't really see anything at this point. Help me out, Andrew. Yep, Nick's in a bit of a battle here on the edge of the box with 18 as he makes his way in on goal. Fires it. Keeper makes a save and recovers well. Up the other end and over the far side, it's number 9 with the ball. Little or no pressure on him here as he's allowed to play the ball inside to Jimmy Bullard. He takes a touch. touch, cuts it onto what you would assume was his favoured left foot, but that goes wide of the goal. Now the rest of the game consisted of challenges like this, clearances like this, and a few more challenges like this. Hardly any clear chances for either side, which is why the second half was pretty dull. I'd love to edit in an amazing comeback, but unfortunately the final whistle went and we lost the game 3-1. But we didn't just lose the game, we lost it in a very, very negative fashion. There was a lack of effort today, there was lots of arguing, and we didn't deserve to get anything out of it at all. Yeah, you can say players were missing, but the players that were out there were fully capable of getting a result today, which is why I can't take anything away from our opponents, Thames Gateway. They turned up, they went 1-0 down and came back to win 3-1. It's as simple as that. They were the better team. So, where does that leave us? Well, it's quite simple. 4 is the magic number. We sit in 4th place with 4 games remaining, and we need to win all 4 to win this league. Any less than that and you can pretty much count ourselves out of this one. And our remaining fixtures start next week with Jurgens, who currently sit in 10th place. Then we're off to Thurrock All Stars in 5th, followed by Chafford Park Athletic in 9th. And then finally, we've got top of the league Scruttons. So here's hoping we can put this bad week of football behind us, starting with a win next week. But until then, thanks as always for your support, and we'll see you in the next one. Welcome back to Sunday League Football on a Wednesday evening. Bit strange, but there's a reason for it. Yes, it's the Ted Fairchild Cup final. It all comes down to this as we face up to treble winning and current holders of this cup is St Clair's. Take nothing away from us though, we might be the underdogs, but we're not here to just make up the numbers. We're here to try and win this.